Hello friends, I am Parul Kashyap, Assistant Professor, GMN College, Department of English. So today our topic is I.A Richards. The full name Ivor Armstrong Richards. So we're gonna discuss on I.A Richards and his new criticism. So friends, you have already know about I.A Richards. Most of you have clear idea about I.A Richards. He has a big name in 20th century critic. His famous works are The Principle of Literary Critique in 1924, Practical Criticism, which was written in 1929, Coleridge on Imagination, which was written in 1935. Another factor we know about him is his psychological criticism, not only in literature but in psychology, aesthetic, and fine art also. Read on Richards. Let me just quickly show you some different factors regarding I.A. Richards, what kind of person he was. He was a famous critic, or we can say the most important theorist of the century. And after Coleridge, he was the one who made systematic theory. His ideas was totally original and it provokes a new style of thinking. His nature of poetry, which was totally different, and it shows how human mind works. It clearly mentions many reactions which has been happening in our mind, and it provokes various action, but when we try to implement that actions, it will turn to different direction. So disturbance in mind were there. He has also mentioned on impulses, which was a two part: human desires and dislike. Desires are in unconscious state. These impulses are reactions, we can say. These are the conflict or interference, directly or indirectly. Then after, we'll be discussing on value of poetry is not to disturb the mind and maintain a system. These are the important things which I.A. Richard declares. For example, if someone is doing two works at the same time, someone is writing while smoking and some may not. So these are some different value of poetry, or we can say the example of impulses. These are the example of impulses, that someone is doing two tasks at the same time while writing, smoke at the same time, and some may not. So these are the example from impulses, right? Another one, which is poetry, which is art of collection of the artist. It is not necessary to have single experience. Many experiences were there. Even I Richard also mentioned that different experiences are important and single experiences is not possible, or we can say it's not enough. So good experience, which is valuable according to Richards, only reader judge that how they feel about the poetry, and this experience may have good or may have bad. Both sides were there. And the satisfaction which human mind, or we can say human demands, I Richard also implemented, or we can say it states in his own views on art for art's sake. He doesn't believe in art for art's sake, not accepting that factor. According to him, art is a moral theory and which has a great mind always cover the big role of great mind, which means the poetry is a art, or we can say it's a creation of the artist mind, which was a great mind. The role of artist was a great one. Then after, functioning of language, which is very important. The practical criticism, which was done by Richard, he says any work, or we can say the work, has four factors. Number one, which is sense. Number two, feeling. Number three, tone. And the fourth one is intention. So what sense declares? It means the text which was written clear meaning, the clear meaning words. Then after, the tone, which is very important. It shows writer's attitudes towards the reader. Then after, feeling. Feeling means it show some his personal favor or his personal feelings. Then after, intention, which means the aim of a writer. It may be conscious or unconscious. What kind of effects were there? So these are in aim of writer. So at the end, I just want to say that I.A Richard was a unique figure in literary criticism, and his ideas and his lasting contribution was remarkable. If you like this video, then just hit the bell icon and share this video. In the next part of this video, we'll be discussing on these concepts. Thank you.